Hey everybody, wanted to show you a couple new records I added to my collection, and I thought I'd focus on a couple Chicago bands from the 60s. The first band I have here is New Colony 6, and they were formed in 1964, and on the Chicago's northwest side actually. And actually have a 45 here, as you saw, and then I also have a 33 right here. But I understand back in the 60s, Dick Clark Productions and Columbia actually passed them up for a record label, and a couple of the family members got together and created the record label Centaur. And a funny thing is that you see this is Centaur with a C. This was the early version, and this is one of their hit songs, I Confess. But it's Centaur with a C, I Confess, on this side, and then the other side is Dawn is Breaking. And you can see it changed to Centaur with an S. And here's a 33 LP with their top hit, I Confess. This one's a little scuffed up, and you know, it plays okay. And actually, funny story is, I sold this album probably 20 years ago on eBay, and the person that bought it actually wasn't happy with the quality. And you know, I told them to send it back, and well, I'm sure glad I did, because I got into more records, you know, after that phase of you know, selling a few. So I'm sure glad I got it back, actually. And you know, it's in decent shape. The cover's in good condition. I mean, you know, the album was well loved, but it's in decent shape. But I love the liner notes on here. If you read it, in the very late spring, or if you prefer, the very early summer, in the year of our Lord, 1964, 6 young gentlemen found themselves bound together by dire necessity. Yeah, that's pretty funny, I think. But yeah, there's some awesome songs on here. Typical 60s, right? But I found some awesome songs on here. Like I said, I Confess is an awesome song, and that's one of their top songs. Last Night, or is it Last Night, is a really poppy tune, and you know, typical of that era. At the River's Edge has really awesome harmonica, organ, tambourine, and just all kinds of stuff going on in it. I really like that one. And then we have on side 2, side B side, we have I Lie Awake. I like that one. Dawn is Breaking is feels like a really trippy trance. And I mean, overall the album has really great vocals. I mean, tambourine work honestly is awesome. Guitar work, organ work. And like I said, I'm really happy I got this back. And I guess I understand that Mercury Records actually picked them up eventually, and they're still playing today as far as I know. I would like to see them one day. But the most popular era that they had the best hits was in 1966 to 71. I understand they had about 7 albums total, and they're actually into the Illinois Rock and Roll Hall of Fame just recently, and also into the Iowa Rock and Roll Music Hall of Fame. So this is one of the, like I said, overlooked bands of the 60s, I think. If you'd ask some people who they are, maybe they wouldn't know. I mean, some younger generation know. I mean, I wasn't born in the 60s, but really got to listen to this great albums here. So again, this is a really cool album I added to my collection. And as I said, I was going to focus on some Chicago bands from the 60s. And I'll show you a couple more, actually one more band, and it's the Shadows of Night. I have 2 albums from them, and I'll show you that in just a minute. Okay, everybody, I'm back with my other band from the 60s, early 60s. They're the Shadows of the Night. And just like the other band, New Colony 6, they were formed in 1964 as well. And these guys here, they were from Mount Prospect area. And, you know, they're a garage rock band. You know, similar to New Colony 6. I really like them both. I mean, I never really listened to them or heard of them too much growing up as a kid, but You know, when they put their albums on, Shadows of the Night, I was like, wow, these guys are awesome, you know. Sounds really awesome. And I understand that these guys played in a local bar area, or maybe it's not a bar, but like a concert hall maybe, or something like that, in the early 60s. They played Saturdays and Sundays at the Cellar in Arlington Heights. But, you know, both these records are in really great shape. I mean, this one's even in the wrap. I mean, it's still got the shrink on it. You can see that, but really great shape. I mean, look at the back here. Look at the 60s haircuts. But this is their first album, actually, in 1966, Backdoor Men. Really awesome. I mean, I put this album on, I was really blown away. And as I mentioned before, they're both on the Dunwich label. Let's take a look at the label here. Let's see, Dunwich. And really awesome. And here's their other album. Actually, they made, I think it was 4 albums, but I have 2 of them. So this one's in excellent condition as well. Let me pull it out of here. This one's not in the wrap, but look at the pink. I love the pink, the hot pink, really awesome. Just pops. Again, awesome liner notes in the back here. And awesome haircuts. This ain't Gloria, which was, you know, by Van Morrison. Let It Rock by Chuck Berry. Boom Boom, John Lee Hooker. I'm sorry, yeah, Boom Boom, there we go. Really awesome. Show you the label. Nothing up from that. Oh, because it was in the sleeve. Oh my gosh, that's too funny. But really clean. I mean, look at the wax on that thing. It's just glistening. Really awesome. I mean, the person I got it from really took care of these, so to my benefit. So that's awesome. But actually, I don't know if they're playing anymore. I understand that the lead singer and founder, Jimmy Soanes, actually passed away just this past July, so I'm not really sure who's left in the band. But again, these 2 bands you really got to give a good look at. I mean, Shadows of the Night, awesome. And then New Colony 6. Hope you enjoyed my video and can open some of your eyes to some new music, because I'm really glad I listened to these. And, you know, don't judge a book by its cover, or a record by its cover, I should say. And, you know, give them a listen. Really awesome. You'll be happy to discover new music. That's one of the things I love about finding records, is just discovering new music. And really enjoy doing that, because, you know, you wouldn't normally listen to these. Or maybe you would, but I love flipping through records and just finding new music and putting it on the record player and just listen to it. Thank you again.